Hi everyone, today I'll be talking about how to stay inspired. And there are several different things that I do to make sure that I stay inspired, and I will list a few of them. One of the things that I do is go on Pinterest before I start drawing. You can use Pinterest to find reference poses or just like color palettes, or just you can go in there for inspiration, because there are a lot of things on Pinterest, and you can go on Pinterest for things other than art. You can go in there and look up a recipe for cupcakes, but that's not what we're talking about right now, are we? I also listen to music while I draw. I like to listen to new music or just my favorite songs. Lately I've been into Coldplay. So, yeah. I also love to watch movies. I usually don't watch movies while I draw, but movies inspire me. And recently, I watched Kubo and the Two Strings for the first time, and it really inspired me because I like those type of movies that use puppets. So that inspired me. And I also like Coraline. That movie also inspired me. Another thing that keeps me going, I love new art supplies. Like here I'm using the 0.3 Copic multiliner, 0.3 size. Did I already say that? I can't even remember. Anyway, it's wine colored, and I just got this over the weekend, and it is the best thing ever. And I wish I had more, but I don't. But I plan on getting some more of these because when you get new art supplies, well, maybe it's just me, but when I get new art supplies, I just want to go and just draw. And so, yeah. And another thing that inspires me is the work of other artists. One of my favorite artists is Loish, and I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. But she does a lot of digital art, and she really inspires me. So I like to look up at her posts on Instagram for inspiration, but I do not copy her work, because there is a difference between being inspired and just copying. And copying someone's work and passing it off as your own, that's not good, and you should never do that. Another thing that I do is observe observe the world. Like look at things in nature, or look at nature photography. Lately I've really been into galaxies, and later in the video I'm going to paint. It's not really a well, I'm going to paint a galaxy. Let's just say that. And I really don't look at reference photos when I paint galaxies. I just do it. I probably should use references though, and I probably will in the future. But until then, I'll just keep using my imagination to draw said galaxies. But like things from nature really inspire me. Like I love looking at animals and plants, flowers in particular, because flowers are cute and cool and stuff. And I really don't have a favorite flower, or a favorite color for that matter. I don't have a favorite color. I just like colors, if that makes any sense. And you can also get inspiration from world events. For example, when Trump issued the Muslim ban, a lot of artists took that as an opportunity to create artwork. And on Pinterest, I saw a lot of artwork that showed that people were not really into the whole banning people from certain countries, Muslim countries in particular. And so you can gather inspiration from like political events and things like that so you can create like political artwork that actually has a message. But I really don't draw anything that really has a message, not often anyway. But on my Instagram, I do have a drawing that I made recently. It's digital painting, and it's an it's an albino girl, and she is like supposed to be like the center of the universe, and she's the sun. And it doesn't really have a message really, but it doesn't really have a meaning. I just did it. What else inspires me? I'm running out of ideas here. Oh, books. I read a lot of books. Lately I've been reading Kane Chronicles by Rick Riordan. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I'm sorry. But I've been reading his book, Kane Chronicles. Well, the Kane Chronicles. And I'm on the second book. It's like my third or fourth time reading it. And yeah, if you're really into books, you could gather some inspiration. Gather inspiration. You can get inspiration from said books, and I guess it doesn't really matter what type of book you read, but I'm really into like science fiction and just fictional things. And I write a few stories of my own, and the stories that I write also inspire me to create more art. For example, I have these two original characters. One is named Myra, and the second is named Lentz. Well, not Lentz. His name is Malevolence, but Lentz for short. And I'm writing a story about them, and so I draw them very often. And if you're a writer like me, you can draw scenes from your writing and like illustrate what you write. And yep, you could do that. And I do that all the time. What else? I already said new art supplies. I don't know. I don't know what else you could do. My little brother just said buying things could inspire you. So, go buy stuff. Buy new art supplies. I mentioned that earlier. Get new art supplies. Because if you get new art supplies, you'll want to use them, and you have to create stuff to use them. And that makes no sense, but I think you know what I mean. Oh, moving to a new location. Not like moving to a new house or anything, but I usually draw in my bed, but I like to sometimes move from my bed to like the dining room or the living room, and that helps me to really kind of get out of my comfort zone. So, oh, I'm almost finished. Finally. Okay, so thank you for watching, and goodbye. And I forgot to take off the washi tape.